Hello everybody once again. This is Shakalicious69. Welcome to part 2 of my Momodora Reverie under the Moonlight playthrough where I pick up no vitality fragments on insane difficulty. Last time I explained the challenge of this game and I liked it. This time I will be explaining more of this game, what I plan on doing with it, and just anything else that comes to mind. So this is Karst City. This is the second area of the game, and one of my favorite areas of the game. I love the atmosphere of it. It gives me heavy Bloodborne vibes, and while I personally do not have the biggest attachment to Bloodborne, I have some issues with it that I'm not going to get into today, but I do love the atmosphere of that game. This right here is really good atmosphere. Now, this area is not, I would say it's not as bad as Secret Daily Growth. There are specific rooms in there. One I know is the room where you drop down. There's the two imps throwing the bombs, and then there's the two with the shields that throw the knives. I've had a couple attempts that I was not happy with that did not get recorded, where I died because I dropped down and then immediately they throw knives and I can't react because of landing life. And I've had plenty of attempts die, or, well, not die, but attempts I was not happy with because of the witches, but they are not nearly as bad. They are at least predictable. Now, this is the inside of Karst City, and I get a bellflower here, and I open up this shortcut gate back to the start. And upcoming is the first boss of Karst City, which is the main boss, but there's also a second mini-boss later on that I will also be fighting in this part. Now, this fight right here is going to be a while. I play very safe, so I'm not going to really have much to explain about this fight. It is multi-phase, but is a very easy fight. I'd say Adia is probably overall easier in certain aspects with how quickly you can finish that fight. This fight's also very easy. Mocha right here does not do much, but I do die right there, which was just bad dodge on my part. That's death number 5. So, but this second attempt against Mocha right here is the only attempt, as far as I remember. This was recorded a couple days ago, and so I mostly just played safe. I build up poison, which does really good damage, and I'm very shocked I did not die there. I am cursed now, which just means I can't use items. Curse doesn't really mean much in this playthrough, whereas poison becomes a major problem. Curse is not really an issue because, well, you will be using items, mostly just in boss fights, and there aren't many bosses. Other than this fight, I can only think of one, maybe two off the top of my head that actually can curse you. This is like one of the two, the other one's going to be way later, and so I just kind of sit here shooting arrows at him, go in for melee when I feel like it. I probably could have gone in for melee more, but I wanted to play it safe, because I don't like having to constantly reload from the bell and do over stuff. I'd rather play it safe, but not. Right here is the phase transition, where Mocha just kind of falls in water, and here's Lubella, the Witch of Decay. Now this phase is way easier. You just kind of smack her in the boobs with a leaf, and she really only has like 2 attacks. Those energy balls, and another energy ball attack that she does, and it's very easy. It's not hard. I'd say this phase is easier than Adia, just because Adia can mess you up if you have bad positioning with a quick kill or just let yourself into the corner. This phase, you should never die to it. And then right here is a pretty funny part where I'm waiting for her to show back up again, and then she dies to the poison monster. This is not the last we will be seeing of her, but for now, this is all we will be seeing of her. And she drops the Bachman patch, which is another very, very good item. I'll be using quite a bit throughout this playthrough to get quick kills on bosses, or at least do major damage to bosses. This is where I equip the Bachman patch, and upcoming is pretty bad segment for me, all things considered. That's death number 6. This room right here was very annoying, and as you'll be able to tell, upcoming death number 7, I get very tilted in this room because I don't know, man. This specific room is pretty annoying. It's death number 8. This switch right here is in a very annoying position because she's slightly below this little thing. That's death number 9. I don't know what. Or another thing you'll note is that I very often mix up the inputs for both the leaf. Death number 10. I mix up the inputs for both melee and rolling, so a lot of deaths will come from that. This is not my proudest moment. I wish I just reset, but I already saved after killing Lubella. Death number 11. And I was happy with the first half of Karst City, enough to where I decided to keep going. I have quite a few deaths here, though. It's not pretty. And it's probably going to be way more than I thought at first. So, after counting them all, though, I'll see how close I am to the total death count. I'm probably not going to get under 100, because some of the later bosses are very difficult. And for anyone that knows anything about this game, there is an optional fight that you do not have to do later. That is pretty difficult. I will be doing it, or at least trying to. I've only fought it the one time, maybe twice. So I don't remember it that well, but I will be doing it. And I also will be going for the best ending. And this right here is Kath. She's pretty cool. She's a knight, and it's not the first time we'll be seeing of her. She's one of my favorite NPCs in this game. Because, unlike most of the NPCs, she actually does do quite a bit throughout the game. She's one of the most prevalent ones, I'd say. Then, upcoming right here is another, is the mini-boss I was talking about earlier. It's totally not Guts from Berserk. He's immune to arrows. It's not a hard fight, but when I misjudge rolls like that, it becomes kind of annoying. It becomes difficult, obviously, because one hit and I die. And I don't know why I did that. I think I still don't know why I did that, but that's death number 13 total. That's not the last death from this part. That right there is one of my least favorite deaths, because I was sure that the dog would have gotten hit by the leaf too, but I guess it didn't. And right there is another unlucky death, because we traded there. As you can tell, this room was not kind to me. I did not like this room. That was just me misinputting dodge roll. Death number 16. I really had a lot more deaths during this than I thought I did. Also, I just realized I left my mouse cursor on the screen. That was just me being dumb. Death number 17. So have fun looking at my mouse cursor, just being a distraction. I didn't even notice that there, honestly. I should probably just change that setting now, frankly, but... Right there I kill those like little jester-looking dudes. They are kind of annoying because you can't kill them with just one 3-hit combo. You have to do another hit. And they also teleport around. They have fast melee attacks. They throw the curse bombs. Dogs are pretty... Oh, I don't know what that was, but... I accidentally used a crystal seed, but that's whatever. Right here, I checked the controls real quick, and you can see I've jump, roll, and attack on A, S, and D. So it's a control scheme. Like I said last time, I got it because of a Super Metroid randomizer playthrough I did back in 2018. It managed to work for me there, but I'm not even left-handed is the thing, but I use it for this game. I use it for Super Metroid when I play it, And right there, I was just slow with casting the box badge. That's death number 18. Thankfully, I think the deaths should be slowing down a bit soon, hopefully. There shouldn't be that many more, there's a couple more. This is when I start playing smarter, though. Just not letting the... Well, I say that and then I die again. Death number 19. 15 deaths, and I know I'm not even through all of them yet. This is... Yep, watching this back, this is not my proudest moment by any means, but I was determined to get through this, and I very much got tilted. So, this is why I'm not doing a deathless run. If I did a deathless run, it would be not pretty. I would get very angry, and I probably wouldn't be able to finish it. I have done a deathless run of this game, but it was on easy mode for the achievement, and even then, it was still, like, got me a couple points. There were like 2 or 3 runs I got to the very end where I messed up a jump in the final area. Then right here, I try and do a quick kill, but I mess it up. That's number 20. I will say, I am not really looking at a guide for any of this. I have a map to look at the items just to make sure that I know where I'm going. Because it has been a while since I last played this game. But I'm not looking up a guide for any like tricks or anything. Like I looked up the quick kill on Adia to try and pull it off. But I knew about that beforehand. This playthrough is basically me just going in without any help and trying it myself. So there are plenty of times where if I'm trying to remember something, I won't get it immediately. I probably should look at a guide, but I don't really want to look at much of a guide for this game. For this playthrough. I mean, but... I know this game decently well, but it has been a while since I last played it in full. And I think this is... Somehow I didn't die there, but... I think this is the last time I mess up the kill on this guy. I don't know if he has a name, but he's just Discount Guts from Berserk. And right there, he jumps. So death 21. Yeah. I believe the next attempt on this fight is the winning one. Yeah. And that's why, right there, that's why the Pearl is so good to have. Because of the poison. The poison kills stuff off screen, and it does pretty good damage over time, and I think it lasts quite a bit too, so you can just kill enemies without having to worry about it. You can shoot like an arrow or two, and the poison should usually kill. That's what makes it so good. So I summon the fairy, I do the Bachman patch with the good timing, and I do it again, and then right here, yep, he's dead. So that's how you quick kill that fight. And as you can see up there, that revealed another ivory bug I need to pick up, which I will be trying to get all 20 of them. I don't remember all the rewards, but the NPC that you give them to is not until a bit later. And here I mess up a jump because I just forget where the invisible platform is. It's above that pillar immediately to the right of the statue. I thought it was above the statue, but I just misjudged where it was. So I finally killed the knight. I'm playing pretty conservatively, pretty safe, trying not to die. Now, at this point, there's a couple options I have to where to go. I choose this one, but I may end up choosing a different path because this is not the path I usually take when I do like, fast playthroughs of this game. There are 4 bosses you need to fight. You can fight them in basically any order, and then there's one area locked behind one of the bosses that you need to go to. So, in total, there's 4 different fights you gotta do, lead to 4 different major upgrades and key items that you need to access the final, or like, the final, like, third of the game, I'd say. Like, one of the final areas. You're trying to get into Karst Castle, or Castle Karst, whatever, I don't remember the exact name. And you have to go through multiple different areas. Right here is Subterranean Grove, the area I decided to go to first, but there is another area that I usually prefer going to just because of the upgrades you get. I probably will be going through that first. But who knows, I might stick with Subterranean Grove. I've only recorded up to part 2 as I'm recording this commentary, so we'll see in the future, but for now, this is the end of part 2. Thank you for watching, have a great day, and I will see you guys later. Bye-bye.